Hi, my name's Dan Katz, and I'm the current Calculus Placement Advisor in the Math Department at Brown. I'm here today to guide you through the Introductory Math curriculum at Brown. These are the courses that don't count toward the math concentration, but they're intended as preparation for that concentration, and they're also prerequisites for many science courses in other departments. As you can see from this flowchart, the natural progression through the courses starts at first semester calculus, or Calculus 1. Although, of course, if you've taken math courses elsewhere, you may end up starting later in the progression. After Calculus 1 is Calculus 2, second semester calculus, and then our multivariable calculus, or Calculus 3, and linear algebra. Those two courses can really be taken in either order. You can take one and then the other, or you can even take them at the same time if you're comfortable with that much math at once. Each of these tiers has multiple options for what course you can take within the tier. So I'm going to talk a little about what those courses are for each tier and what the difference is between them. Calculus 1 at Brown covers limits, derivatives with some applications, and an introduction to integrals and some applications of integrals. If you're familiar with the advanced placement system, it ends roughly where Calculus AB ends. Math 90 is the standard version that most students take, and it assumes you're fairly comfortable with pre-calculus, things like exponentials, logarithms, and trigonometry. If you're not comfortable with that material, you might consider Math 50 and 60. That's a two-semester course, which covers the same Calculus 1 material, but it introduces and reviews that pre-calculus material as it's needed. There's also a third Calculus 1 option, Math 70, Calculus for the Social Sciences. The emphasis of that course is a little bit different, so if you think it might be a good fit for you, I recommend talking to the instructor of the course for this semester. Calculus 2 picks up where Calculus 1 left off and covers a variety of single variable calculus topics. The heart of the course is advanced integration techniques and infinite sequences and series leading up to Taylor series, but most courses also cover some additional topics which you can see listed here. Math 100 is the standard version of this course. It does include some review of the end of Math 90 to get everyone up to speed on integration. If you don't feel like you need that review, and you don't feel like you need to meet with TAs each week, Math 170 is a course for independent, well-prepared students, which removes those pieces, and as a result is able to cover some topics in additional depth. Math 190 is part of our physics and engineering track. If you're going to study physics or engineering, we recommend you take this version of the course. The way in which the course caters to physicists and engineers varies from semester to semester, so if you'd like to know how it's going to be physics engineering centered this semester, I recommend talking to the instructor. In multivariable calculus, we take the concepts of single variable calculus and we generalize them to higher dimensions. Our multivariable courses begin with an introduction to vectors, and then they look at derivatives and integrals in various multivariable settings. We then study vector calculus, which includes line and surface integrals. Math 180 is the standard version of this course, and Math 200 is the physics engineering version, much like Math 190 is for Calculus 2. Again, if you'd like to know this semester how this will particularly address physics and engineering students, I recommend speaking to the instructor for this semester. Math 350 is our honors version of multivariable. It's generally taken by students particularly interested in mathematics, and it's a good introduction to the concentration. It generally moves very quickly and studies content in more depth than the other multivariable courses. Linear algebra is the study of matrices and linear transformations. Like multivariable, this course offers a standard version and an honors version. The honors version again moves quickly and studies material in more depth. And in particular, Math 540 has an emphasis on understanding and constructing proofs. In addition to calculus and linear algebra, there are a few more courses below the 1000 level that allow students to explore higher mathematics without necessarily completing the calculus sequence. One of them, Math 420, is a friendly introduction to number theory, one area of theoretical mathematics that studies the integers. Another option is Math 750 and Math 760, a new two-semester course sequence that explores 6 different areas of higher mathematics. This will give you a good exposure to all the kinds of things mathematicians study, and also look at the proofs involved in studying these things. If you have questions about the courses I've discussed here, you can go to our Calculus Placement website, the address of which is given here. There you'll find a number of tools to help you figure out which math course you should take first, including an unofficial placement exam. You can also email individual questions to calcplacement@math.brown.edu, which will go to the Calculus Placement Advisor. Currently that's me, but if we use this video for many years, who knows who it is now. Similarly, if you have questions about courses more advanced than what we discussed here, you should contact the current Director of Undergraduate Studies. As I record this, that's Professor Richard Schwartz, but again, that could change between when I record this and when you view it, so for the latest information, I recommend checking the Math Department website. Thanks for your attention, and good luck with your math courses here at Brown.